My program, the MDP program, focuses on community development that is different than the typical charity or colonial approach. And this is where I found the idea of a hybrid economic approach. So the goal of this 3 minutes is to explore and create potential pathways to achieve economic self-determination in practical and ethical terms, because 3 minutes is enough time to do that. The overall research idea is that using a hybridized approach to economic development will foster self-determination for First Nations in Canada and for other nations and communities around the world. So I'll explain what I mean by this, because economic development and self-determination do not always go hand in hand. So the hybrid economic approach is theorized by John Altman from Australia. The hybrid economic model is applicable to various aggregates, ranging from the individual to the household to the community. This model has 3 sectors: the market, the state, and the customary, with all sectors overlapping, as we can see. The market is generally thought of in relation to firms in industry and the buying and selling of goods. The state sector would be the sector that provides government services, funding, and healthcare. And the customary or traditional sector refers to economic activities that are rooted in cultural traditions and beliefs. This model encompasses different forms of work and allows for accommodation of sectoral movement between the market, the state, and traditional sectors. As you can see in the diagram, this leads to more economic spin-offs and opportunities. So an illustration of this is a woman in her mid-40s who is a teaching assistant receiving income from wages as well as from state support. But she is also an artist and an occasional hunter. So she's operating in all segments of the economy. She may be getting paid by the teaching job, but she could also be getting paid by the artwork that she is creating. And she could be getting government support in the form of programming that supports the creation of the artwork. Her income is varied and diverse, and she is able to work in the way that suits her life. So that if the hybrid model is functioning without any bureaucratic barriers, nations would be able to invest in sectors that are in line with their beliefs, such as renewable energy, instead of being pushed into investment decisions that benefit industry or government. It allows nations to place time and energy into the sectors that they see as most viable, maintaining a balance of economic, political, and sociocultural opportunities. However, a key element for this to function effectively is a shift in political discourse, and this is where the link between rights, international rights documents, and the hybrid economy becomes important. Seeing as self-determination is an inherent right, which is made clear by documents such as UNDRIP, we must lobby and use these legal documents to create the political atmosphere to make opportunities such as the hybrid approach possible and probable. Thank you.